McLaurin's available.
Terry, how emotional is this white bag day when the white bags come out and you gotta put all that stuff in there and leave? How emotional is it knowing that the current construction of this team is not going to be the same?
Yeah, I think that's the thing about the NFL. There's so much attrition year in, year out. You never know what the next season is going to look like. There's going to be changes throughout every organization, throughout the league, and I was telling the receivers the other day, like, just enjoy these moments that we have because this is a fun group I got to be a part of this year, and there's a chance that everybody may not be in that same group. Same with the other players in this locker room, and so you just try to savor those moments. And so it's bittersweet that you're cleaning out your locker because that means your season's done. You know what I mean? That means you're not in the playoffs, and we all start the season with that goal in mind, and we just didn't get that done. But this is a time you kind of get to say your goodbyes and get excited for, take some time off. I think that's extremely needed, but then refocus and get ready for next year.
Hey Terry, when you look back at the season and the ups and downs, how will you assess it overall?
Yeah, I think we did some good things this year. I think going forward it'd be great for us. I speak offensively. Just be better in the red zone. I think we did a great job of moving the ball for the majority of the year on all the teams we went against, but whether it was self-inflicted penalties or we get down to the red zone, couldn't quite capitalize, it kind of stifled a lot of our drives. That's something that I think we go in the offseason and improve on, but also just the fact that we have the opportunity. We'll have new guys next year. We'll have some guys that are back. I just think everybody will have to take the opportunity to get better this offseason and come back at a new level, because that's what's going to be necessary if we want to get to the playoffs.
This group is special too. I mean, these guys, you look like you all are really close. What makes this group so special?
I think the first thing is unselfishness, and being fortunate to be one of the leaders, I try to drive that into our group. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm quote unquote the number one wide receiver, but I'm just one of the guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all about me. I don't have to touch the ball the most to have success or to be happy. I'm happy for Jahan, I'm happy for Kurt, I'm happy for Cam. I could go down the line. You know what I mean? This is really like a brotherhood that I feel like we developed this year, because nobody cared who got the credit. We were just excited to make plays for the quarterbacks. And when you have a group like that, was cohesive, that has, I feel like anything we needed skill-wise, we had in that room. Guys that could play all the positions, run routes, size, hands, all that. I think we had that in that room. And we were always up for the challenge. So when you come in here and you have those tough days of losing streaks and things like that, but when you come to work and you enjoy the people that you work with, it makes things a lot easier. So, like I said, hopefully we can get as many of these guys back as we can this year, because that was a fun group that we had.
Terry, for you coming off, you get the contract, you have a couple of big years. Does it get harder to maintain the level of play for you? Do you notice like that, like the way teams play you and all that you have to kind of reach deeper into a bag of tricks, so to speak?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. If I go into the off season, I think I've tried to take this approach every year I've been in the NFL. But if you go into the off season thinking just because you had a successful season this year that it's just going to happen next year, you're mistaken. Especially when you're in a position like myself, where now there's 4 years of film out there on me. I'm going to get the number one, corner. You're going to get some shaded coverages at times. So I have to figure out ways to continue to up my level of play, to continue to become smarter and more efficient in the way I run routes. There's some things that I feel like I can pick up on, whether that's like, the soft zones when there's like a fire blitz or something like that. Just little intricacies that I could do that could help my game to get more open and to help the quarterbacks as well. So I'm looking forward to this off season, and like I said, I'm gonna take some time to get my body and my mind right, just to relax. But I look forward to getting my body back stronger again after a long season, and improving on my skill set as well. The chase is the exciting part for me. The ability to come back and work on things and get better is something that excites me every year.
Terry, when you talk about changes and as a face of the franchise, the changes will be coming, but when you unplug when you go into the off season, do you just want to unplug, work on you, or do you may have some contact with the front office, may reach out to a free agent, I don't know, be involved?
Yeah, they don't really talk to me much about the personnel as much. I think Coach Rivera and I have had some good conversations throughout the season about some things going on in the locker room or how just the status of the team, things like that. But as far as personnel changes or changes outside of this locker room, I don't really necessarily have that say-so, which is fine by me because I wouldn't want to have to deal with that necessarily. So, I think it's very important that you take time away, enjoy your family. Our family sacrifice a lot to support us, and we're away from them for an extended amount of time. So being able to enjoy yourself, take some time to relax, but also at some point getting ready for the next season. And I think, as you get older, you learn that time frame and what works for you and your body, and you start to attack it that way. But I think if you go into the off season with the mindset of you're going to get better and you're going to attack the off season instead of just like, oh, this is a time to chill. It's time to chill, but it's also time to get better and improve on your craft so you can bring yourself better back for the next season to help the team.